In last lecture, we solved the problem from exercise 3.3. We start question 3 and we prove first example. Now see the second example. Sin inverse of minus 1 by 2 plus cos inverse of minus root 3 by 2 equals to cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. Now we consider LHS. Sin inverse of minus 1 by 2 plus cos inverse of minus root 3 by 2. So we first find the value of sin inverse of minus 1 by 2, which we consider alpha, and for sin inverse this alpha must belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So from this we write sin alpha is equals to minus 1 by 2. So for angle 30 we get value 1 by 2. So we write here sin 30 in terms of radian we write pi by 6, and this also written as sin of minus pi by 6 because sin of minus theta is equals to minus sin theta. So by using that property we write here sin of minus pi by 6 as minus sin pi by 6. So after comparing we get alpha is equals to minus pi by 6. Denote this as equation number 1. Now we find second value, cos inverse of minus root 3 by 2, which we consider beta, and for beta this beta belongs to closed interval 0 pi. So we write 0 less or equals to beta less or equals to pi. Therefore cos beta is equals to minus root 3 by 2. We know for the angle 30 degree we get root 3 by 2. So we write cos pi by 6. Here this minus cos pi by 6 cannot be written as cos of minus pi by 6. So for that we have to apply the pi minus theta formula. So we use the value cos pi minus theta is equals to minus cos theta. From this we calculate pi minus theta. In place of theta we substitute value pi by 6 is equals to minus cos pi by 6. Now after cross multiplying we get 6 pi minus pi, that is 5 pi by 6 is equals to minus cos pi by 6. Now this 5 pi by 6, pi by 6 means 30, 3 5s are 15. So 150 belongs to this interval. So we write here, therefore cos beta is equals to cos of 5 pi by 6. Therefore beta is equals to 5 pi by 6. Denote this as equation number 2. So we substitute value of alpha and beta in this LHS. Now from equation 1 and 2, that is sin inverse of minus 1 by 2, which we calculate minus pi by 6, cos inverse of minus root 3 by 2, which we calculate 5 pi by 6, 5 pi by 6. So after adding, base is same, 5 pi minus pi, that is 4 pi by 6. So after simplifying we get 2 pi by 3. Now this is value of LHS. So we calculate in same way the value of RHS. Now RHS is cos inverse of minus 1 by 2 equals to gamma. So we write this as for cos gamma is equals to minus 1 by 2. We know that cos 60 is 1 by 2. So we write here cos pi by 3. Now we have to convert this minus sign to plus sign. So for that we again use cos pi minus theta is equals to minus cos theta. Now substitute the value of theta pi by 3. So we after cos multiplying we get the value 2 pi by 3 is equals to minus cos pi by 3. So we replace here, therefore cos gamma is equals to cos 2 pi by 3. Therefore after comparing this, we get gamma equals to 2 pi by 3. And if you observe, the value of LHS is 2 pi by 3. The value of RHS is again 2 pi by 3. So if we denote LHS by 3 and this RHS by 4, so from 3 and 4 we say that from equation 3 and 4 LHS equals to RHS. Next question is sin inverse of 3 by 5 plus cos inverse of 12 by 13 equals to sin inverse of 56 by 65. Now we have to show this LHS equals to RHS. So for each term we represent first term by x, second term by y and third term by z. Therefore x plus y plus z. That means we consider x is equals to sin inverse of 3 by 5, y is equals to cos inverse of 12 by 13 and z equals to sin inverse of 56 by 65. So from this we write sin x is equals to 3 by 5, cos y is equals to 12 by 13, sin z is equals to 56 by 65. So if we take sin on both sides, for this equation 1, if we take sin on both sides, we write this as sin of x plus y is equals to sin of z. So we know the formula for sin alpha plus beta, therefore we write sin x into cos y plus sin y into cos x is equals to sin z. That means we have to show x plus y equals to z. That is to show sin x into cos y plus sin y into cos x is equals to sin z. So we calculate here LHS and this equals to LHS. So we have the value of sin z, that is 56 by 65. That means after calculating this LHS, this value must come equals to 56 upon 65. So for that we have to calculate the value of cos y. We have to calculate the value of sin y. From our consideration we find one by one. Now we have the value of sin x. So from sin x we can calculate the value of cos x. Cos x is equal to under root of 1 minus sin square x. That is by using the identity. Now substitute the value of sin x. Value of sin x is 3 by 5. So its square is 9 by 25. Value of sin x is 3 by 5. So after squaring we get this value. Now cross multiply 25 minus 9, that is 16 upon 25. So the square root of 16 upon 25 we get 4 by 5. This is the value of cos x. Now we find value of, we have the value of cos y. From that we find the value of sin y. Sin y is equals to under root 1 minus cos square y. We have the value of cos y, that is 12 by 13. So after squaring we get square of 12 is 144, square of 13 that is 169. Now cross multiply this, we get 169 minus 144, that is 25 by 169. So after taking square root we get 5 upon 13. Now we have the value sin x, cos y, sin y, cos x. So we calculate LHS. Therefore we denote this as equation number 2. LHS is equals to, from equation second, LHS is equals to, now substitute the value of sin x. Value of sin x is 3 by 5 into value of cos y. Value of cos y is 12 by 13 plus value of sin y. Value of sin y we calculate 5 by 13 into value of cos x. Value of cos x we calculate 4 by 5. That is, if we observe the denominator, 5 13 are 65, 13 5 are 65. That means in both cases base is same, 65. 3 12 are 36, 5 4 are 20. Now base is same, write the base, 36 plus 20, that is 56, which is equals to RHS. That is sin z is 56 upon 65. In this way we can show sin inverse of 3 by 5 plus cos inverse of 12 by 13 equals to sin inverse of 56 upon 65. Now see the next example. Cos inverse of 3 by 5 plus cos inverse of 4 by 5 is equals to 12 pi by 2. In this example, if you observe, in RHS value is pi by 2. So for this we have the property sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equals to pi by 2. Here one term in terms of cos inverse, another term is also in terms of cos inverse. Now for this formula we have one term in terms of sin inverse and another term in terms of cos inverse, and angle must be same. So if we consider first term, so in LHS, cos inverse of 3 by 5 plus cos inverse of 4 by 5, we consider this first term, alpha is equals to, if alpha is equals to cos inverse of 3 by 5, therefore cos alpha is equals to 3 by 5. Now from this cos alpha we can find the value of sin alpha. So by using the identity we write sin alpha is equals to under root 1 minus cos square alpha, that is 1 minus cos alpha. Cos alpha is 3 by 5, so after squaring we get 9 by 25. So after cross multiplying, 25 minus 9, that is 16 by 25. So the square root we get 4 by 5. This is the value of sin alpha. Sin alpha is equals to 4 by 5. Therefore alpha is equals to sin inverse of 4 by 5. Now we get value of alpha in terms of sin inverse 4 by 5. So if we replace this first term by this sin inverse 4 by 5, so if we denote by equation number 1, therefore from equation 1, LHS is equals to this cos inverse 3 by 5, which we replace by sin inverse 4 by 5, sin inverse 4 by 5 plus this second term keep as it is, cos inverse 4 by 5. Now if you observe, first term is sin inverse, second term is cos inverse. In terms of angle x we have 4 by 5, 4 by 5. So we have to apply this property, which is equals to pi by 2, which is equals to RHS. That means we apply the property sin inverse of x plus cos inverse of x equals to pi by 2. Now next example is tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 1 by 3 is equals to pi by 4. So we consider here LHS and we know the property tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y is equals to tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus xy. So we use this property for solving this problem. Consider LHS. LHS is equals to tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 1 by 3. Now if we use this formula, in place of x replace 1 by 2, in place of y replace 1 by 3. So we write this as tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 upon 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. Now calculate the numerator first. So after cross multiplying we get here 3 plus 2 upon 3 to the 6 upon. Here 1 into 1 is 1, 2 into 3 6. So we get here after cross multiplying 6 minus 1 upon 6, that is equals to tan inverse of 3 plus 2, that is 5 by 6 upon 5 by 6, which is equals to tan inverse of 1. 5 by 6 get cancelled, which is equals to 1. Therefore LHS is equals to tan inverse of 1. We know that tan 45 is 1. So tan inverse of 1 we write 5 by 4, which is equals to RHS. So by using the property tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equals to tan inverse x plus y upon x minus y, we can prove this example. Now see next example. 2 tan inverse 1 by 3 equals to tan inverse 3 by 4. So we already seen the properties for these 2 tan inverse x in terms of sin inverse, in terms of cos inverse, in terms of tan inverse. In this problem we required RHS in the form of tan inverse. So we remember the property for tan inverse only. 2 tan inverse x equals to tan inverse of 3x upon 1 minus x square. So we consider here LHS. LHS is equals to 2 tan inverse of 1 by 3. So by using this property, in place of x we have to replace 1 by 3, that is equals to 2 tan inverse, we have to write RHS only, tan inverse of 2x upon, that is 2 into 1 by 3 upon 1 minus x square is 1 by 3 its square. So we after simplifying get 2 by 3 in numerator, in denominator we get 1 minus, after squaring we get 1 by 9. So this is tan inverse of 2 by 3 upon, after cross multiplying we get 8 by 9, which is equal to tan inverse of 2 by 3 into 9 by 8. So after simplifying we get 3 3 is 9, 2 4 is 8, that is equal to tan inverse of 3 by 4, which is RHS. So simple question is here. If we apply this property, you get the result. Now see the next example. Tan inverse of cos theta plus sin theta upon cos theta minus sin theta equals to pi by 4 plus theta. This theta belongs to open interval minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. So for solving this problem, if you observe the RHS, there is no ratio. So we have to reduce this tan inverse and this bracket in this way. Tan inverse of tan theta is equals to theta. So for reducing this bracket to tan, we know the formula. Tan alpha plus beta is equals to tan alpha plus tan beta upon 1 minus tan alpha into tan beta. So we try to reduce this bracket in terms of tan. So we divide each term. First we consider LHS equals to tan inverse of cos theta plus sin theta upon cos theta minus sin theta. Now divide numerator and denominator in bracket by cos theta. We write this as tan inverse of cos theta plus sin theta. So we divide first term by cos theta, second term by cos theta. In denominator also cos theta upon cos theta minus sin theta upon cos theta. So here cos theta upon cos theta we write 1 plus sin theta upon cos theta we write here tan theta upon cos theta upon cos theta 1 minus sin theta upon cos theta, that is tan theta. Now we have to convert this in terms of tan alpha plus beta. So we do some adjustments. 1 in place of 1 we can write tan pi by 4 because tan 45 is 1 plus tan theta as it is upon 1 minus, here coefficient of tan theta is 1, so this one also we write as tan pi by 4 into tan theta. Now if you observe and compare with tan pi by 4 in place of alpha, tan theta in place of beta, so we write this by using this formula as LHS is equal to tan inverse of, in place of pi by 4 we have alpha, in place of theta we have beta, and so we write here tan pi by 4 plus theta, we use here square bracket. So tan inverse tan get cancelled by this property, so we write here pi by 4 plus theta, which is equal to RHS. Now next question is tan inverse of root 1 minus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta equals to theta by 2, and this theta belongs to open interval minus pi. So for this also we use the property tan inverse of tan theta equals to theta. So for that we know the half angle formulas. We know that 1 minus cos theta equals to 2 sin square theta by 2, and 1 plus cos theta is equal to 2 cos square theta by 2. So using this formula we can replace here 1 minus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta by this 2 sin square theta by 2 and 2 cos square theta by 2. So we write here in place of 1 minus cos theta, that is 2 sin square theta by 2, and in place of 1 plus cos 2 theta we write 2 cos square theta by 2. Now 2 get cancelled. Tan inverse of, we can write in root sin square theta by 2 upon cos square theta by 2, that is tan square theta by 2, tan square theta by 2. So square and square root get cancelled here, so we get here tan inverse of tan theta by 2, square and square root get cancelled. Then after applying this property, tan inverse of tan theta equals to theta. So in place of theta we have value theta by 2. So tan inverse tan get cancelled. We get theta by 2, which is equals to RHS. So in this way, by using the properties and by using the half angle formula, we can prove this. So in this way we complete trigonometric function chapter here. If you like this, you subscribe the channel for more videos